Alright guys, we're going to try this one more time. Let me know if you hear the audio. It should be working pretty good right now. So, we're back. It's been a while here on the Baitman channel. Come here, Neely. Neely is really wanting to do the bait show tonight. So we're going to let her be in here for just a minute. We got 26 people in here I can see so far. Make sure you, I'm going to refresh my chat here. Everything's good. What's up, Dustin Taylor? Thanks again for being a member. Kyle Norris. Any new guys in here, make sure you leave a chat and shout out. This is Neely, the official bait girl. Look how long her hair has got. Neely, got anything to say to the people? What's your favorite color bait? What's your favorite color bait?
Purple.
Purple. Oh, yeah, we like some purple. Any other colors you like on your baits?
Pink.
Pink? Is that a lady's special bait? Yeah. You gonna let Dad do the Baitman stream tonight? Okay, why don't you go in there with Mama? Alright? Hey, give me a kiss. You're a good girl. Don't let the dog out. Alright, guys, thanks for joining in. It has been a long time. So, obviously, Hellabass is always asking, what's on the other side of your bait room? Well, I got a new, basically, podcast studio table I bought off Facebook Marketplace. Paid $40 for it. It's actually a woodworking table. I've got 4 huge drawers right here below me to my side. And I said, you know what, I'll change it up a little bit. I got plastics behind me. And I'm going to reorganize a lot of this stuff, put some of it in money bags and stuff like that. So, but we're going to talk tonight. It's only like 6:30, and we'll stream for a while. My wife's cooking some tacos, so I may have to go grab me some water and some ice here in a little bit. But dude, this water heater is amazing. You know, YouTube paid for that. I've told that story several times. One night I went to stream, and the whole dang thing burst, and I just got my YouTube check, and it was just enough to basically buy the water heater. And that was several years ago. So you figured I would have aged, man. It as many hours I've worked in the last month and a half, I feel like it. Like I was averaging 74 hours a week. So I had the weekend off. I can't guarantee I won't be working a lot this week, but bass boats don't buy themselves, and the market's crazy. We got $5 gasoline, but hey, we got free crack pipes. So if you're into that, you know, Uncle Joe gonna take care of you. You have some nice COVID-free crack pipes. So thanks, Tom. I feel really good since I've laid off Mountain Dews and stuff. I pretty much drink diet, sugar-free, and that's what I go. Yes, sir. You can go to Tackle Warehouse and you can buy some War Eagle Jig Jitsu jigs right now. I'll put a link in the description. Let's see if I can pull up my chat. I bet I got a link too. If I can post this in chat. The only problem I got about my streaming program, I can't really chat with you guys. But let's see here. It won't post it. Hold on. See if I can post this in chat. Neely, you need to go inside. I have no clue what a sonar minnow is. There's the link there. I just posted. It's only $6.99, which is still kind of high for a jig, but it's not $10. And it wasn't tied in the mountains of the Ozarks, and it doesn't have, living rubber. But it did win $350,000. So, $10 jig. I don't think it's cashed a check back in 1987 or $6.99. We just won $300,000. Only you can make the assumption of which one's better, and I'll just put it out there. So I'm about to sell my boat way out the market, dude. I'm telling you, it's pretty crazy, It's $3.99 here in West Kentucky, and I have a 6.0 in my Chevy. Ooh, I believe, Hellabass, I see some moderation for you. I'm not going to repeat that screen name. Let's if I can do it here myself. We need to get this guy off here. I don't like. That's not cool. Moderator. What's up, James Wells? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're getting your tackle stocked back up after the tornado here. So, but anyway, how awesome was the Bassmaster Classic? Someone texted me and said how many. The Classic had 155,000 people attend, and said, "Do you think Redcrest will get that many?" And I said, "Well, if you take about 3 zeros off there, I'd say you're pretty close." So, and unfortunately, you know, I don't understand why we had a Major League Fishing event on top of the Bassmaster Classic. That's a no-win situation for anybody. And I have nothing against MLF. I like a lot of the guys that fish over there. I kind of like the format. But, you know, putting it on top of the premier bass fishing event in the world, man, it not good. Not good for the MLF guys, because let's be honest, mostly most people are going to watch the Classic. I mean, I'm going to. Pull it up on Fox. It was on main Fox Sports yesterday, which I think is pretty amazing just for fishing in general. So, yeah, there's 2 different jigs. There's the War Eagle Jig Jitsu jig, which is pretty crazy. It's kind of inspired by a local tackle company in Arkansas, and they were called Jig Jitsu. I think they were actually made by Jig Sui or something like that. And then you got what it is now, and then there's a regular War Eagle flipping jig. I've got one somewhere. They're really good. Arky style head, pretty good hook in there. So yeah, I can't really link to Omnia because of my tackle warehouse deal. And you know what? TW is really good to me, and they take care of me. So that's how I'm going to have to roll. And there's nothing wrong with ordering from other places. But you know, if you want to go to Omnia, go to Hellabass and click his link and use his code. But if you want TW, and I've seen some people talk about shipping, man. Everybody I know locally around here that's ordered from Tackle Warehouse is like, man, it's as fast as it's ever been. So I think there's still some people upset that this fall or whatnot they didn't get stuff instantly. It's getting a lot better, but dude, I'm gonna tell you, when gas is $4 or $5 a gallon, people, even me, I'm gonna lay off a lot of tackle buying this year because you know, I only drive 2 miles to work, but not everyone's that lucky, and I'd rather save that money that I'd be spending on tackle for a boat. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna get a bunch of new stuff. So yeah, it was a great finish, Gramps. It sure was. But you know what? Ish Monroe was at the Classic, and Ish was rocking his Bassmaster patch, and Cody Meyer was working there for Daiwa. So, you know, shout out to those guys for working with their sponsors. Maybe it made some people mad, maybe it didn't. I don't think they did that just to, hey, screw you, Boyd. They did it because they're fans of the sport and they enjoy working for their sponsors. So I think you'll see Ish Monroe back in Bass eventually. I think you'll see some other guys. And I'm not trying to make this you know, anti this, bash Boyd, bash Bass. Just what it is. People change. They want something different, and you know, I get it. You know, some guys may go to MLF, and I'm cool with that too. Golly, gas was $4.60 in Chirac, dude. I'm telling you, it's gonna go over $5 a gallon nationally pretty soon. What's up, Scott? I got your email. If you notice, I replied to it, man. I appreciate it. I got a lot of guys that messaged me and wanted to check on me, and that's just, dude, I got this new job, and it's a great job, and I'm going to soak up all the overtime while I can, because, dude, we got to make money. And, again, $5 gas, free crack pipes, but you know what? We're going to have to be able to drive electric vehicles. Now, my question is, how in the world are we going to power all these charging stations? Because that takes electricity. Yeah, you know, that did happen, Gary, but that's one of those things that could happen to anybody. It's kind of crazy. Last week, my card was compromised on Best Buy. So, uh, you know, I hate to boycott Best Buy because that happened. And it was actually their payment processor. It wasn't really the Tackle Warehouse website. It was their payment processor. But I can see why people are gun-shy, and I don't fault you for that. But that can really happen anywhere. People get their stuff jacked at Walmart, dollar store. It is what it is. But I was more mad at my bank because my bank was giving me the runaround. So, but anyway, I don't think you guys are here to listen to me ramble and all that stuff. We're going to get into some unboxings, and I've got some new rods here from 6 Cents. We're going to talk about them, show you what I got, why I got them, and some other stuff. What's up, Frank? Dude, Brent Anderson, shout out to my man Brent, caught an almost 10-pounder at Del Hollow, blew out the BFL there, and it was really great win for him. And dude, he's the man. He's one of the best fishermen I've ever been around. So yeah, so you're gonna have charging stations and all that, and you got to have power to that. So I think nuclear energy is probably the way to go. I mean, obviously there's a lot of ifs and ands on nuclear stuff. You know, you can have things happen like Chernobyl, but it's pretty dang efficient. Luckily, we got you know, President Obama basically did away with TVA and the fossil fuels, so we can always start building more of those. Dude, I have seen where the Illinois Department of Natural Resources basically giving an FU to tournament fishermen. I think that's silly. All right, so let's start with the unboxing here. I don't know where we're going to begin. I wish I could show you guys my new filming bench, or whatever you want to call it. Still got a little bit more organizing to do. One night we'll go through all my soft plastics. April will be a good time for that because it will be soft plastic time here in April, and plus I'm going to order some new stuff. So, all right. This isn't nothing crazy, but I did order some new rod sleeves. I really love these. I don't use them a lot, but when you're a co-angler or traveling with somebody, man, these rod sleeves are the deal. So I got two colors. I got the gray camo. That one's just kind of my favorite. Just kind of like just an Arctic camo. And then I got this other one that's they call this Texas gray. So it's kind of a white and gray digital camo. So I just got 4 of those because I got 4 rods. So I got 2 each. And the cool things about these are all neoprene. So your treble hook stuff, they're not going to hang in it. And if the point goes in, it's really easy to pop them out. They're not going to rip. The only negative, me being legit and honest, is if they get really wet, sometimes they get heavy, but they dry out really quick. But I like these quite a bit, and these are the 6 Cents neoprene rod sleeves. These are all the bait casting models, and the reason I do like the white, because it's not like white sunglasses, it's just enough to stand out. So, and I know some guys take a Sharpie and they actually label which rod they go to. I don't get that crazy, but gotta have them. So there's 4 of those. We'll stick with some 6 Cents stuff right here. I've also got 2 shelves below me, and it's pretty awesome too. So all these boxes aren't in the floor. So let's start out with, if you didn't see my Instagram, you'll know what I got. But let's start out with this guy right here. I don't even know which one I'm grabbing. This is the new, sort of semi-new, come out a couple months ago. This is the Team 6 rod. Check that out. Check that handle. It's pretty sweet. Kind of reminds me of a Cashin. It's got a nice taper to it. Feels really good in my hand. It's a light rod. Is it the lightest rod I've ever had? No, but it's, dude, once you strap a reel on this thing, be balanced out very well. I know there's a lot of rod snobs out there, some G. Loomis, St. Croix fanboys and all that, and that's fine. I like a Loomis, especially NRX. But these are only like $190. You can use the Baitman code, get $20 off. You're looking at about $180. Very similar to the Sensory, where the reel thread is right here. I really like this part. It's a little flashy. I like the handle. This one is a 7'1", 7'1" medium heavy. So I got this as kind of like a utility rod. 7'1" medium heavy. Spinner baits. Man, it's spinner bait time. That's my favorite length and size is 7'1" medium heavy for spinner bait. You know, I can fish anything from like a 1/4 ounce all the way up to, you know, 5/8. Maybe not a 3/4, but it will work. Light Texas rigs, you know, 1/4 ounce. Brush hogs. I can throw a soft jerk bait on it if I have to. I can throw a crankbait on it. I can throw small swim baits, you know, Kitex, bass tricks, stuff like that. Just a utility rod. Throw light jigs. The one good thing about this rod is it does get some tip to it because it's just a fast action. It's not extra fast. It's got a little tip here, some flex. So if I want to skip some plastics around docks, I can do it. But it does have a pretty long handle, but I like that. I sold some reels, so I got to order some more reels. But I'm probably going to pair this up with a Daiwa or probably a Shimano Corrado K. We got to make some rod or reel orders soon. So that's the first rod. That's the Team 6 rod. I really, really like that. Dude, Debo's been killing it, man. I haven't got a chance to watch a lot of stuff lately, so I am very surprised at that Hellabass. You know, Hartwell is the lake that really, that and Lanier, that spot sticker mini-me is a big staple in the spring there. And I'm wondering, were the blueback herring, were they not moving around as much? Was there too much sun during the day? I'm not sure. That'd be a really good question to ask Ryan Coleman or my buddy JoJo Norwood. Speaking of, kind of funny, I saw it on Facebook. My man JoJo, shout out to you if you're watching. He said, swim baits for the show, the jig for the dough. And I think we can all agree with that. And I love throwing swim baits, but oh damn. I thought a tree fell and it's starting to rain here. So, would like the 6 to come out with the BFS rod this time of year. Would be great for finesse. I think they got like a 6'11" medium heavy. I think that 7'1" medium heavy would be fine. They're pretty light. I'm not into the whole BFS stuff, so I'm not a good guy to ask on that. But I've sold a bunch of swim baits and stuff, and I want to get back to what I do best, which is really more soft plastic swim baits and spinner baits and cranking. And I kind of got caught up in that, hey, let's throw big baits. And I'm not a clout guy, but I was trying to prove to myself, man, I can catch a bunch of fish on these big baits. And I caught some fish, but dude, I enjoy going fishing and getting bites. You're going to get some really big bites on a swim bait, but you're going to spend a lot of time chunking them. So shout out to the guys like Ben Milliken that have that level of ability to do that all day, knowing they're only going to get 4 or 5 baits. So I'm not hating on it, and I'm sure I'll buy more glide baits and other stuff, but I think this year I'm going to go back to what I do best. So, dude, Alpha SV is a really good reel. I'm looking forward to seeing that new To-Do SV, although it looked pretty plain. But, you know, I'm not really worried about looks. Thoughts on the new Heater Series rods? Good question, because I've got one right here. This is the new Heater Series rod designed by my man Justin Royal. Check that. And I've got my door open so I don't bang anything. So I really like the grip on here. It's very similar to the Lux. This rod is the 6'9" medium moderate. Uh-oh. We got a donation. $5 make you holla. Hunter Nixon, man, I love the Tatua CT. For the money, it's one of the best reels you can buy. I think they're $129. You can find them used even cheaper. I was going to order a couple off TW the other week, and they're sold out of a bunch of models. I'm an idiot, and I should never have sold my SVs, so I got to load back up. But I'm definitely going to order me some more Tatua CTs. I got several gear ratios, and if you can find a 100P, That's one of the best cranking reels I've ever used. But this is the Heater Series rod, 6'9", moderate. This rod is very, very light. It's not tip heavy at all. One cool thing about this rod, it's moderate action. So you're going to see a lot of bend in this thing, lots of bend. I got this rod to throw small crankbaits, especially them balsa baits. Try that out. Stuff like your flat size, little johns, smaller crankbaits, shallow. I can also throw some topwater, man. I think this would be a really good rod for throwing any kind of popping bait, small walking baits. I wish it had a little bit more backbone for throwing like bigger spooks and stuff like that. But, dude, for finesse cranking, small crankbaits, I think this is going to be a really, really good rod. And you could probably get away with throwing some small jerk baits on it. It's pretty limber. I think it'd be all right for throwing the provoke and a mega bass, stuff like that. But man, it's a nice rod. I think there's a 149, and you're going to support my man Justin Rule. Basically, I've watched Rule go from about 1,200 subs to what he's got just in the chat here. So I'm always going to support my friends. I really like the color on it too. You got this nice blue accent right here. Oh yeah. Hopefully, we'll get us a Baitman series of rods. If you guys would be interested in maybe see if I can collab with 6 Cents and we get a Baitman series of rods, you guys gotta let me know. You gotta support the channel and share all the vids and stuff. Cause hey man, 18,000 subs ain't jack. But I feel like I got a bunch of little people and we could design some really good stuff. All right, I'm gonna go in the chat real quick. Baitman, have you seen those new clickbait custom deep divers? I have not. Like I said, I'm trying to kind of get out of the big swim bait stuff. And part of the reason is the community. Like, I still get on the swim bait universe and all that, but there's so much negativity in that swim bait community. It's like if you don't throw a big swim bait, then F you. And, you know, people are like, oh, if you throw a 6 Cents glide, you're a trash person. They're trash baits. Man, you know what? There's a lot of guys that can't afford $100, $200, $300 baits. And I'm blessed I've been able to afford a few of them, but it's a popularity contest. It's not really about fish catching. There's a lot of guys that just sit back and don't post, and it always seems the loud guys that post are really into bait flipping or judging people, all that. So, dude, I wish I knew what rods Christy was throwing. I'm sure he was throwing a Falcon. I don't know if the rods really make a difference there, but because Jason Kersey could probably win flipping with a baseball bat, but he's been a Falcon guy for a long time. And Falcon are good rods. They used to all be made in the United States, but not anymore, which, you know, a lot of things aren't. So, which rods would you have in your series? Man, I don't know, man. I think we would have a Baitman series rod, and I think I definitely would have a spinnerbait rod, like true spinnerbait bladed jig rod. Yeah, I agree, Hellabass. We're going to have to stream once a week, maybe twice. I got to get back to uploading videos. I'm going to do it. I said I wouldn't do it, but I'm going to do a best baits for March video. Maybe we'll do soft plastics, crankbaits, stuff like that. So, also got another rod here from 6 Cents. And this is a crankbait rod. I sold my Daiwa cranking stick, and I was like, man, I really need something to replace that. This is the second Lux rod I own. The other one's a 7-1 medium, moderate fast. I throw a bladed jig on it quite a bit. It's kind of my jackhammer rod, but this is another Lux split grip. I love the foam on here because it's not like mushy. It's just foam, and it's soft. Got the see-through blank, how are they called? Real seat, whatever words. Blank through. That's what I'm talking about. And this is a 7'2", medium, heavy, mod fast. Lots of good stuff I can do with this. Rock crawlers, C6 to C10 maybe. Deep little ends. I'm wanting this to be like my 8 to 10 foot crankbait rod. You know, something I can throw those medium range cranks on. I can throw a bigger square bill like a Crush 100. You know, 2.5s movement. This is a really good rod. So I got me just kind of an all-around crankbait rod. Got a little length on it so I can get stuff out there. You could throw topwater on this rod. 7.2 is not too long to throw like a big spook or something like that. Moderate fast is going to load up. And this rod's really, really light. You can even throw a bladed jig on this. So it's because it's a 10 to 17 pound line, a quarter to 3/4 ounce, man. That actually probably wouldn't be a bad 1/2 ounce, 3/8 ounce jackhammer rod. Because I got the 7.1 model and I really, really like it. So these Lux rods, they're like 120 to 140 bucks. Again, use my code, you can get 10% off that. I like this one quite a bit. So, got me a new cranking stick. I already knew the Lux are pretty decent, so I would like to get a new X Pride too, Sean. All right, I got one more rod, and I'll go back to chat and answer you guys' question. Now, this is a rod a lot of guys talked about. Like, man, this is the new USA series from 6 Cents. It is made in the United States. The blank I've put together here. So this is a 7'4" mag heavy. Y'all see that little red, white, and blue 6 Cents logo? This is a badass frog rod. It is $369.99, which makes it the second most expensive rod I have and the most expensive one I bought in a long time. You're thinking, Baitman, why in the hell would you spend $370? Or should I spend $370 on a frog rod? I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't. But if you're going to do multiple things like drag a 3/4 ounce football jig, if you want to throw swim baits on an open hook from 1/2 ounce to 3/4 ounce, you can do it with this rod. This is a great short pitching stick. You know, I like to fish in the bushes here on Kentucky Lake, but I'm not tall. I'm 5'6", so a 7'6" to 7'9" rod really overpowers me. But I feel like with a 7'4" heavy, I can fish that same stuff, those shallow bushes around docks, and I have a meat stick in my hand. And I also got an amazing frog rod. So this rod is actually really light for what it is. It is a little tip heavy, but anytime you get a heavy action rod, and this is something I learned from retail, a lot of guys pick it up and go, man, this thing's tip heavy. And I'm thinking, well, of course it's going to be heavier than the tip because the graphite is thicker. That's how you're going to get a heavier action rod. You got to stiffen the spine up some way. But once you stick a reel on it, this thing's going to go whoop. It's going to bounce right out. So double-footed guides on this thing. The wraps look really, really well to me. Got some stuff on the tag here. Anti-tangle snagless frame. These are American Tackle Company guides. I know that. It even says on the tag. Not micro guides, but they're the mini ones. So you can still use braid, of course, with the frog rod. So, dude, Darius, I've got to get me some spinning rods. Remind me next time I order some stuff. I need some spinning rods. But again, you've got the best of both worlds. The butt here, it's really nice, kind of like the Team 6, and then you got this light EVA foam here. Nice. I like the reel seats. Really, really nice on this. Feels really good in my hand. I'm ready to throw this guy big time. But you're going to see some more models from 6 Cents in the USA series. I believe there's a cranking rod coming. There's a 7.1 medium heavy utility stick that's going to be really sensitive. So I'm not much high-end gear snob, but I would like to get a couple more of those. So anyway. Hey, Bayou Burner, I'm glad you said that. You know, I saw that in 6 Cents group. $369 or expensive rods aren't for everybody. And I don't own a whole lot of them. But I think, 6 Cents has a rod in everybody's price range. I think so does G. Loomis. Dobbins for sure does. There's a lot of great rod companies out there. You do not have to have a $500-600 rod. And I see people complain all the time, like, well, it ain't a St. Croix, it ain't a G. Loomis. I'm like, well, you know what? A lot of this stuff is, it's all about what you like and what you can afford. And I'm not going to judge somebody. If I had a boat and they got my boat and they had all Veritas rods, dude, if that's what they like and they can afford, let's go. Let's fish. Some people are more into showing off of how much money they spend on their JDM jigs and their rods and reels. And that's cool if that's what you're into. Let's just not... discourage people and make them feel bad because they don't want to spend that kind of money. I mean, I drive a '07 Chevy Silverado. What of it? It gets me to work. So, all right. Let's see. What rail are you putting on that beast bite? I'm probably going to put a Tatula CT on it. Probably 8-1, something I can throw frogs on. Maybe even go with the SV. No, I'm not selling anything. I don't sell tackle. Sometimes we give it away. How would I find information on fishing tournaments on Kentucky Lake? All the tournaments are registered on the State Fish and Wildlife website, William. All right. I'm trying to answer some questions here. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of with South Jersey fishermen here. Dude, there's been so many people streaming that it's really watered down. Like, I remember when it was basically I streamed, Alex Rudd might stream, and then Travis with Smallmouth Crush, and then Debo started streaming last year, so I kind of consider him OG-ish. And now it's like anybody that gets a YouTube account, they got to stream. We got to stream. We got to stream. And I'm like, man, everyone's talking about the same topics because they want to get the views. They're like, oh, I seen, Baitman talk about swim baits. We got to do a swim bait stream. I seen Alex Rudd talk about, Sasquatch. We got to talk about conspiracy theories. And I'm like, man, guys, just come up with your own original content. So, anyway, that's my rant. Dude, Fenwick makes really good stuff, Darius. They really do. Didn't they have like the Techna AV? That was a really good rod. I know a lot of guys really desired the old Fenwick drop shot rod. So, Jimmy Scott, what is the earliest post spawner you have caught in Tennessee? Well, I live in Kentucky, but I have caught some post spawn fish in April, like early April. But really, the spawn's really heavy here, and actually a lot of guys think a lot of these fish spawn in April and they run out to the ledges in May. There's a huge spawn in the end of May, early June here on Kentucky Lake. I would say the majority of fish actually do, but at one time we had so many bass, people didn't even recognize that because they were already on the ledges. So, yeah, I hear you, Sean. So I try to only want to stream once, maybe twice a week. Want to get back in the groove because I don't want to just pop a stream up just to be streaming. I actually want to have a topic. I want to be unboxing or maybe have a guest on here. I'd love to get JC Christie on here. Hey, speaking of, oh, by the way, this week I talked to my good buddy, Mr. Mike Otten. Mike Otten called me. We got to talking, shared some laughs. I said, hey, man, if you really want to do me a favor, I said, why don't you get on here and stream with me? And he's like, dude, absolutely. So I got to text Mike and see what day is good for him. Probably got him for about an hour, hour and a half. And what would be really cool with Mike on here is he's basically been away from the industry for the better part of 10, 15 years. And it'd be cool to ask him questions about the old school stuff. His experience fishing the Bassmaster Tour before the Elite Series. Talk about the PAA. How... I won't say how Lucky Craft ripped him off and put Rick Lund's name on the 1.5, which is a true story. And but yeah, I'd love to get Mike on here. He's an old school crankbait fisherman, and he's kind of the reason how I really got in the industry. So we want to give Mike some love. We'll text him tonight. Possibly can get Joe Thomas on here. Joe is a great guy. So I want to start having one night a week. We do a stream with a guest. And it's just kind of not so much a bait talk, but, All right. Let's see. What's up, Rob Cocker, man? Good to see you. Jimmy Scott shooting my way on the Facebook. Dude, yeah, Jesse. Like, I'm not going to put my plans up there for, my best baits or all that stuff. And so much of it is just a big sponsor plug that... When I see top 5 baits and it's like, oh, those are my 5 baits out of my Monster Bass box, I'm like, get out of here. You know what? It's cool if you want to unbox a 6 cent Super 6 sack, which I'm going to do it right now. And you know what? Let's do something for everybody here in the stream. In the chat, I want you to type the following. Well, I don't know if I know how to do that or not. After the stream, make a comment. You type Jason Christie after the stream. You type the words Jason Christie. You got to spell it right too. We don't want to give the wrong guy credit. I'll give you this Super 6 cent. So that I just put what you'll type after the stream when it says leave a comment, or actually you just leave a comment after the stream ends so it can pick up on the YouTube algorithm. I'll pick a random person. I'll give you this 6 cents sack, and you better see what's in here because there's some good stuff. Yes, Dustin, TK Stanley Tacklecraft is the man. Bag 5 Baits, those two guys are the best. And dude, I talked to Rudd the other day, so leave a comment after the stream, after I made a thumbnail tonight and whatever. You can wait. You got till next Friday. I'll do that. Next Friday or whenever I stream next, or next Sunday. We'll give you a week. You can comment on the video. You'll get entered to win the Super 6 sack from 6 cents. Appreciate them. Send it to me every month. I got a bunch of stuff we got to give away because I got to get this place cleaned out more. So let's see what's in here. My favorite swim bait head, Divine swim bait heads. Man, I love these things. I got a box full of them. And, you know, you can go look up an old video where I was throwing swim baits at Lake X. First time I ever used these heads, I was using them on a Jackal Rhythm Wave, and dude, these things are the tits. This is a 3/8 5/0, great for your Kitex, your Divine swimmers. A little heavy for a rig, but man, these are the juice right here. Got that screw lock, so that's going to be in there. What else we got here? Got some Divine swim baits. It's that chartreuse. Got some muddy water specials, some smallie specials, you guys up north. This color chartreuse flash. I love a chartreuse swim bait in the middle of my A-rig. They get bit. And that's the 3.8 says. That's my favorite size in the Divine. The 3/8, I think it works all around with everything. We got a Black Magic Curve 55. Now, I want to show you guys something on this. I want to show you guys. So things change every now and then. So this is the Black Magic Curve 55. The bars are a little different than the original, and on the bottom, it's chartreuse. And it's a matte finish. Dirty water. And believe it or not, these black colors are really good in clear water because they're moving so fast. A lot of times, bass just don't get a good look at them. That sucker looks really good. So that's a Curve 55 in Black Magic. This is the perfect time of year for that bait too. Whatever color you want to throw, red, yellow. What's up, Hank Snow? Picked up a couple of gyros. What's the best way to fish? What's up, Joe Loki? Man, I believe you won a contest from me last year, man. The gyro, you can fish it like a lipless crankbait. I like to yo-yo it. Fish it over deeper water, around bait balls, kind of yo-yo it, or just a slow retrieve. It gets bit. A lot of guys I've seen are basically throwing it and slow rolling it, kind of like a spinnerbait. But my favorite is kind of a yo-yo or vertically fish at. Next we got a Sexy Fied Shad swim jig. You know, 6 cents got them dope swim jigs. Of course, you can pair that with those Divine swim baits and have a perfect combination right out of the package. It's about swim jig time too. Alright, see what else we got in here. I opened the box, but I really didn't open some. We got, man, this is a spring box. We got us a Snatch 70. We all like a little snatch in the spring. Dwayne, good question. I don't know if anyone bought Revenge. I love their swim bait heads. Dude, I like this color. I don't know if I have this one. This is called Coontail Crawl. Probably for ripping out of the grass. Ooh, I like this. Check that. It's like a matte Raven red. Damn. I'm gonna have to get up on the website, see if they got this one on the website anymore. That's Matte Raven Red. Man, I like that. So the snatch is loud. A lot of guys really like that snatch. I've saw some big fish caught on this bait right here. Maybe not this exact one, but man, that thing looks sharp. So that's going to be in this month's sack. Obviously got that pre-spawn baits going on. You cannot go wrong. You don't go wrong with red in the spring. And then we got a 25X in bulled crawfish. I would throw every one of these baits that we've got in here, and I've thrown many of them. I love these little mini square bills too, especially this time of year. I think Bait Junior, I've got a couple of these. I think I need to tie one of these on Bait Junior's pole. That's that mini 25 bull crawfish, man. That sucker looks good. TVA, you better be throwing red or Raven. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because bass are like really intrigued with crawfish, or if it's just that time of year there's lots of dirty water, you have lots of overcast days, and that red really sticks out. So, what's up, Adam? We're going to get to your box here in a minute, bud. And this one, I like it. I hope they do this color in more baits. This is called the OG in the Crush 50X. It does not stand for Ott's Garage. I saw somebody said that's what it stood for. The OG stands for the original gangsta, like Snoop Dogg. And now it's just kind of worked its way into the original. But man, look at this color. It's kind of like, you know that Strike King oyster color? It's kind of similar to, almost like that Lucky Craft chartreuse shad. Oh man, but I think Casey used to paint this color, one of his first colors he used to paint when he was just painting out of his dorm, and that's how it got the name the OG. We'll see if we can confirm that. But dude, Bait Junior is awesome. I'd like to get him out here. Y'all want me to text Bait Junior? He needs to come in for a stream, but that is the OG, and that's this month's Super 6 sack from 6 cents. And man, I gotta be honest, I know a lot of guys have said, man, it's kind of fell off or whatnot. I think that one is it's one of the best ones I've seen in a long time, especially for the spring. So if you want to win that, leave a comment after the stream. When it's over, just leave a comment. You can say, congrats to Jason Christie, I love 6 cents, I only fish for the chicks. I don't care. I'll get you entered into that. And guys that are members of the channel, if a member wins the giveaway, then I'm going to include 2 more Super 6 sacks that I've saved up here. So if you're a member of the channel, you could probably win $150 in baits. And we will do a small members only stream this week, one night, or in the day sometime this week. And I've got a little special giveaway for you guys. I got some hand-picked baits here from the bait room, and we'll do that because I owe you guys quite a bit. And I want to thank everyone that's still a member of the channel for the contribution. I haven't held up my end, but man, I gotta work. I gotta feed kids. So anyway, I'll be getting you guys more content. When we're going to get a flush in the premium pack? I would probably say you'll probably get one pretty soon. Now they got some the pre-spawn kits and spawn kits on the site, and I know the flushes in that they're only like $40. They're all like 60% off retail. So, dude, Lucky Craft Chartreuse Shad is a great bag. So, when is the flat 55 coming out? I would say early summer, late fall. Could be even closer. So. Alright, see what else we got to unbox here. This comes from a man, Byron Childers. Let's see what old Byron from Missile Baits sent me. I haven't even opened this up. Hey, if you didn't renew your membership since I wasn't streaming, dude, I don't blame you. You know what I mean? So that's my fault. Got to take care of the fam and all that. And I'll get this thing going again and probably make it worth your while. So, anyway. God, I got the worst box cutter known to man. So let's open this guy up. I love having this stream deck. I wish y'all could see my stuff here. I don't have to dig everywhere to get my tools and keeping it pretty clean. Let's see what old Byron sent me. 6-cent spinner bait. Keep your eye open. I think you're going to see that before summer gets here. And it's got some really unique stuff to it. He sent me a daggum brown bag, I think. Alright, let's see what Byron sent me. Oh, some OGs. Uh-oh. Hellabass become a member again. Hey, Sycamore, you hit it on the head. I agree with you, man. I got me some old Rogues. So there's a little story behind this. Byron was at an antique mall, and he messaged me and said, look what I found. Thank you, Hellabass. I need to go set mine up so I can join yours. I'm sorry. I really need to do that. I appreciate you. Alright, so here it's just the standard. It's the old school Rogue chrome black back. And it's the old school rattling Rogue. You guys can hear that. What's up, Leo? Chrome black back, rattling Rogues. Got some good hooks on it. This one hadn't been fished, so I was pretty excited about that. And then these two here are really definitely old guys. They got them in like these vacuum sealed packs too. I don't know how they did that. I really like this one because this is a color you don't always see. This is kind of like a bone with a black top and an orange belly. Yeah, dude, Byron's the man. So that's an old school Rogue, bone orange belly, black back, just a very good shad amateur. This is kind of a color that I know Mark Menendez told me it gets bit. Got a little rattle in it. Our Lucky Craft SKT square bells any good? Yes, I like the skeet baits. How do you know if it's old school? Well, the new one's the lip's different, for sure. The new Rogues are made out of a different material. It's hard to show on camera, but the new ones are more plastic, like a triple. Hey Chuck, thanks for joining in and being a member of the channel. I appreciate you guys. Baby Jane may be the way to go. Maybe the way to go. This one has a different lip on it, man. Let's see if we can tell here. This guy I probably wouldn't fish. It's really old though. These old Rogues, they're real smooth. You don't feel like the indentions on the side, but check, this is just another like silverback, like the old Rapala, man. This one probably not gonna get fished. This is definitely be a collector Rogue, but again, it's an old rattling Rogue from my man Byron. Spotted these. He gave me a really good deal. I basically paid retail price what they were at the antique mall, and I threw him an extra $5 for being a good guy. So. Golden State Woodworks, there's a link in the description that you can click to become a member. I'm gonna be real honest, I started that membership up in like October. It went well. I was actually making some videos and I got really busy with a new job, so if you want to wait and see to make sure how much content I'm putting out to join, go for it. If not, I appreciate all of it. And the reason I did that really was so many people were donating every stream $5 to $20, and that's cool, but sometimes I was streaming 3 or 4 times a week, and guys like Sean Law were always being very generous and say sending $10, and I said, you know what, I would rather just somebody give once and that's it, once a month, $5, $10, whatever you want to give, instead of feel like, hey, I'm going to pound the keys and send some more money. It's not about that, man. I got a good job right now, so I'm not here to beg for donations and all that stuff. I like to make some t-shirts and stuff like that, and dude, just somebody that wants to be a member of my channel makes me pretty dang happy. So I think I'm going to readjust that memberships too. I think I'm just going to do 2 levels. There's no need for anything else, and we'll go from there. So, all right. Go and say we're back. All right, thank you guys for helping him out. So that's 3 rogues. Put these in a box because I've been trying to stay organized, guys. I've been trying to stay organized, but I'm still not perfect. All right, let's get into some. Dude, that old rogue kills. Let's get into a subscriber unboxing here. This is from my buddy Adam. Mira, Sean Law, appreciate it, bud. Such a good guy. So this is from my buddy Adam. He's from I think he's from the West Coast. No, he's actually from Missouri. So he sent me a little letter. Says, "Hey there, Baitman." This dude's got good handwriting too. He says, "Hey there, Baitman. Packed you a box full of stuff that I thought you might appreciate and enjoy. A couple old school Jank Juice specials. Love the content. Really enjoy your in the truck rant session. Let me know, should I bring back the heavy Chevy for 10-minute rants? I think I will. What is Zaldane thinking when he talks, I suppose? Tight lines, Adam." You know what? You're asking the $1 million question. What is Zaldane thinking? How about this? Chris Zaldane has shoved the mag draft, the big swim bait, down our throat for 2, 3, 5 years now. Oh, throw the big baits. Gotta throw the big baits. Dude catches bass on a crankbait on a 13 fishing rod. I don't know. Yeah, that's true, Sycamore. I tell you what, true story. There's some kids that had a cardboard sign out trying to raise money for some school trip, and it was. I thought they hustled their butt off just down the road, so I slipped them a $20 bill the other day. So they didn't expect that, but I thought it was actually kids out. Not, yeah, they had a sign, but they had a little stand set up, everything. They were hustling, man. They were trying to get cars to pull over, and I said, you know what? I respect the hustle out of a 12-year-old. Yeah, I'm gonna give you $20. So, but dude, I actually got a lot of people that. I knew the Randy video would get views, let's be honest. But I had a lot of people and companies slide into my DMs were like, hey, I'm really glad you said something. And I'm not saying it's a bad jig. I'm not mad at people for someone making money, but I'm thinking, man, it's kind of a money grab here. You know, it'd be like me. The cool thing is if I have a bait from 6 cents that it's a color I made, like Jank Juice, we're not charging an extra $5 just to get a Jank Juice crankbait. If I design rods for 6 cents or whatnot, we have a Baitman line of rods, which I would love to have one day. It's going to be in a price range that I feel that's affordable. It's not going to be a $400 rod because it says Baitman. And that's why I respect Justin Royal and the heater rods, because he set those rods and built those at a price range that a lot of people can afford. And, hey, it is what it is. So let's get... Oh, heck. We got some baseball cards up in this thing. See what we got here. These are tops. I don't know. This might be going on me and Junior's ball card channel. So we got old Cal Ripken here. I love the design on these. Oh, University of Tennessee guy. How about it? Buster Posey. Well, his baits and ball cards up here. Just retired, Buster Posey did. One of the best catchers I remember. Don't know this guy. Cool little card. Lance Lynn. I don't know if you guys do ball cards. Me and Junior are just knees deep in it. Got a little Mariners. Kenny Morales. I'm a Mariners fan. See if there's any other ones I recognize in here. He sent me a bunch of these Topps ball cards, so they're probably not worth much, but man, I've been collecting quite a bit of them. Dude, Adam, thanks. I will get these to Junior. He'll be really excited. He got some new ball cards. So, all right, let's see what's in this box here. First thing, speaking of swim baits, you know, I said I was going to get out of this. Check this guy. This is a Mega Bait Charlie. You guys remember this? Dude, a Jank Juice rod, that would be sweet. We could call it the juice machine. I like that. This is a Mega Bait Charlie. I remember these got kind of popular at one time. This is kind of a crank down. It says it dives 18 to 24 inches, suspends in fresh water. Let's open this guy, man. This is an OG bait. Thank you, Robert, for joining. By the way, I meant to answer your question. What do I think about the new flat A's? I kind of like them. I'm worried that they changed the insides, but supposedly for the good. Got a weight transfer system. Kind of a root beer looking color, a red, and that clear purple I have, looks like they brought that back. I would love to have seen the Ozark shad and more stuff come back. Let's see. When you thought you were just getting out, you go right back in. Yeah. So Adam sent me this. Dude, this Charlie looks pretty good. I mean, it only has one treble hook, so that's one thing I'm not a big fan of. But it's kind of got that carp-like look to it. It's, if you see this, guys, it's kind of segmented, so it's going to have a lot of action. It's got a rattle. So this is an old school bait. This Charlie was made by a company called Mega Bait. It says right here, Pace Products Incorporated. I really don't like fishing challenges, but maybe I should go to Lake X and here in a few weeks when that swim bait bite gets good and test some of these. I think if this had a second treble hook on it, it could be a really good bait. But one's going to be tough to land them on. So that's the Charlie. Adam, I appreciate sending this in, man. I love the old school baits, whether they catch fish or not. It's cool kind of having this stuff. So Adam's in here. He said Charlies are underrated fish catchers. Old school for sure. The Jank Slick Stick. It does remind me of an old school castaic crankdown. What's the craziest way to rig a lizard this spring? Traditionally with a Texas rig, because so many people are trying to do stuff crazy that the Texas rig just forgotten about. Get Baitman Jr. to make it kids combos for 6. Ooh, damn, that's a great idea, Beavis. Hey, Beavis. Yeah. So, I like that idea. The Junior Bait Junior series of kids rods and reels. Dude. The Mega Bait was first made by Butcher. It probably would work on a blueback lake. Let's see what we got here. We got another Mega Bait, but this is a famous one. This is the LA Slider, man. The LA Slider. I think Adam might have used one or two of these because it's been opened before. This is the old LA Slider swim bait. Check. Now, you said work on a blueback lake? Oh, yeah. This one's old school. This company's still around, the LA Slider is. But the deal is, you can see on the back of the package here, you actually insert this LA Slider head, which looks like a darter head, into here. And that's how you used it. You wet this slider jig head with water or a fishing attractant, so no sex toy lubricant needed. I mean, that looks pretty fishy. I think they'll buy it. This is kind of in that pre-Bass Tricks era, really. So it even says here on the package, you don't say what year. There is a patent on this. Interesting. That's the LA Slider. I think there might be some more. So this Mega Bait company was actually pretty popular. But I do know about the LA Slider. There's a lot of guys in those swim bait groups that swore by that thing. Dude, I wish somebody come up with a really nice pistol grip. But everyone makes them in like 5.5 to 6 foot. I'd like a 6.4, 6.3 pistol grip. Like Castaway had a really good spinning or swim bait or the spinnerbait rod that was 6.3. Baitman would have to have his version. You damn right, Will. I'd have a flat side rod. You dang right. Dude, that tail is really thin. Alright, let's see what else we got in here from Adam. I'm just going random. Oh, baby. Now, I don't know the company. This is in Jank Juice. It looks like a Rogue, but it's only got 2 eyes. I don't know who. Almost looks like a Spro, but it's not. But it is Jank Juice. He's only got 2 hooks. Adam, chime in if you know the company who makes this right here. I like that. You know, I got to have that chartreuse purple fix. But this isn't like a 110 size. It's a little bit smaller. It's like a 95 series of something. Put that in the rogue box. See what else we got in here. Oh, yeah. Someone was talking about castaic. What are we talking about here? I'm seeing Lunkers TV. I'm seeing Lojo. Dude, this is an old castaic swim bait. And this one looks good. This is before Boyd Duckett and them bought the company out. This is before Boyd's Bait. This is the OG castaic company. Oh, yeah. Check that guy out. Looks like a drum or a little baby carp or baby gizzard. Oh man, now that I can get behind. Again, only 1 hook, but it has a magnet. Check that out. Is this a pre-magnetic mag draft? Ah, check that out, boys. But that's that, dude. That's old school castaic right there. Smithwick Rogue Junior Sour Grape. Riverhound, thank you, sir. It looks so much like a Rogue. I forgot they made a Junior. But dude, this castaic right here, this guy will get bit. And these old castaics, there's a cult following for these soft swim baits. Big time. I think Gary should get out of the reel market right now, if you want me to be honest. It's doing nobody any favors to promote high-end rods and then come out with another Cast King reel that says Dobbins on it. Hey, Niels, what are you doing? That's just my opinion. I think rod companies should be rod companies. That's why you don't see a G Loomis reel. James Wells, thank you for joining, be a member. You didn't have to do that, man. I think you got my cell phone. I need to hook you up with some baits, man. I need to hook you up with some baits. If I can get this guy back in the package. I don't want this guy to... That's the only problem about soft swim baits. I hate storing them outside of a package. Especially paddle tails and stuff like this, because they will get beat up. So, what's up, JP Harrell? Yep, pre-mag draft with the magnet. Liking it, Adam. Let's see what else we got in here. So that's the kind of stuff I want to fish now. You know, stuff that's not these crazy $200 baits. A Storm Wild Eye Shiner, I'm guessing. It's either that or a Tsunami. This style was the first swim bait I've ever been around. And a guy named Kelly Jordan, he's caught a few bass on the Bassmaster series. Dude absolutely thumped him on Lake Fort with a swim bait just like that. And it's the first time I saw a swim bait in true action. And these things still catch. They're not expensive. They don't get a lot of hype. But these are really good to see. It's got all the weight in the head. So if y'all can see that. For hopping up and down ledges, man. They just eat this thing. It's got that boot tail on it. So, what about Daiwa? Good rods and reels? Yeah, I would say Daiwa is a company that's got really good rods and reels. Abu Garcia. They're a rod and reel company, but they don't specialize in one thing. You know, I guess they used to just be a reel company, but man, I was just kind of sad to see that. I like Dobbins. I love the Fury rods. I love almost any Dobbins rod I put in a hand, and then I see a 6-gill / Cast King style reel. I'm like, man, I just don't know if that's a market you want to get into. Now, that said, every Dobbins fanboy is probably going to come in and buy 10 of them because it's Dobbins, the best thing ever made. It's definitely Doyo or Banax. But hey, you know what? If people has been asking for it, might as well put it out there. And I'll say this, I know a lot of guys I've seen go, man, 6 cents needs to make reels and blah, blah, blah. And that's cool, I get that. But do you want to put a reel out there that's just the same as 15 other brands and just has your logo on it? So I mean, I got a Kistler Series 1 reel, and it's not bad. It's really a good casting reel. It feels good. I've had no issues. But it's kind of similar to a lot of stuff already out there. It's probably made in the same factory. Boom Boom makes good swim baits. I have not seen the diving reels yet, but I hope to have Gary on Lamb speak to the reels. They're on Tackle Warehouse. Anyway. Alright, some other cool stuff in here. I don't want to get on too much of a rant. Speaking of swim baits, this is a Matt Lures minnow. Hey, what's up, girl? Now, this is definitely not a big swim bait. I like Matt Lures stuff. Look at this little minnow. Look at that guy. That looks like a baby Asian carp, like to the T. That looks like a baby carp. I think this could be killer here on some beds on Kentucky Lake.
I can see that purple one.
That's sweet. Matt Lures makes amazing stuff, too. What's really cool, look at this hook. What do you guys think about that hook? See how it's got that downward like point? What's up, Neely? You want to come up here for a minute? Alright, watch out. There's Neely. She's back. Get that hair out of your eyes. Get that hair out of your eyes. What are you doing? Where's Brooks? Are you the new official bait person?
He is inside.
Look at that. What do you think about that purple?
There's another purple one.
You like that one? What about this fish? You like that?
They kind of don't like it.
You kind of don't like it? Okay. Be careful. All right. You can get it and go see your mommy. Hey, go tell Brooks to come out here. Okay. They've been asking for him, all right? I like that little grass minnow, man. That's cool. I thought it was weird they would drop a $100 rod right under their Fury at 130. Yeah, you got the Colt, you got a $100 rod, the Maverick, then you got the Fury. And maybe that's a good strategic move with the gas prices and the economy going like that. People want to save money. They may say, you know, man, I love the Fury, but dang, 120, I got to put 20 extra in my truck for fuel. And I really think there's some moves companies are going to make because obviously they want to get an Academy, they want to get in the Bass Pro, they want to get Walmart. So rods, if they can make a decent rod in that $100 or less range, you could see that. So I get that. All right, let's see what else we got in here. We got more swim baits. These are some I have, and I really like these. I can't believe you sent these, Adam. These are Huddleston Hud Shads. Now they're you can get these now, but they're only one a piece. There's two in this pack. I love the Hud Shad, by the way. I actually had my best luck on these Hud Shads years ago on Kentucky Lake in hot summer in the mornings when bass would come up and they push the thread fin to the top. A lot of times you could take this little Hud Shad and slow roll it on the bottom and you would catch some fish. But alright, I could see that. Hellabass says the Maverick may have replaced the Colt. So this is the smallest version of like the Huddleston Deluxe, and that's the Hud Shad, and it is they're like finesse swim bait, but these are really good. At one time the market got really crazy. Guys were paying like 30-40 bucks a piece for these things. Now that they're back out, they're a lot different. But you got that soft wedge tail. These would be great early spring, late winter too. When guys are throwing the finesse ball heads, you can really slow down and throw that Hud Shad. But I like them around schooling fish in the summer. For some reason, they'll eat this thing when guys are throwing spoons and top waters and stuff like that. You can get that Hud Shad really slow blow 'em. I've caught some pretty decent fish on it. Just a good little swim bait. And actually, that's all the Huddlestons I own. I don't have any big Huds. I know guys that throw them out here on Kentucky Lake, and most of the guys that tell you for some reason it's just not a Huddleston lake. They don't know if it's the action on it or whatnot, but the small ones get bit, but the big ones are kind of iffy. Alright. I'm trying to catch you in on some comments. The Caden Cranking series are awesome. I've heard those are really, really good. Best skipping jig rod recommendation. Dude, I like the 7-1 Tatula Elite skipping rod. That was my favorite, but Somewhere in that 7.1 to 7.3 range. I know this sounds really weird, but I like a heavy, medium heavy rod. I want a fast tip, but I want some backbone. You want that tip to be soft so you can, when you cast it, you hit that water, you roll cast, it can really load the rod up. If you get it when it's extra fast, it won't rod up. Whoa, what we got here? Come on. Yeah. Come on in here, Bait Junior. Guys, look who's in here. Baitman Junior. Let's see that hair. He's got him a haircut lately. Look how big this guy's getting. Got that Missile Baits hat on there. Mr. Byron, he got from Mr. Byron. Baitman, you going to the Classic next year in Knoxville? We going to the Bassmaster Classic next year in Knoxville?
If you want.
If I want, you dang right I want to go. I'm taking you. You get all kinds of free stuff. Look at this guy. He has gotten huge. What have you been doing? You gotta tell the people what you've been doing. You've been you had a birthday?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
9.
9 years old?
Birthday too.
Yeah, 6 months ago, Neely.
Yes.
And say hey to everybody. They said they think you should have your own line of 6 cents kids rods. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? The Bait Junior series rods? You ready to go fishing?
Mhm.
Yeah?
I'm ready.
How's school going?
Good.
Good?
I'm ready to go fishing.
How's your grades?
Good.
You ready to be back on some more Baitman shows?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that all you say? Yeah?
No.
No? Are you ready to go back in your room and watch Spider-Man?
No.
No? Alright. You want to look at some baits with me? Alright.
But I like purple baits.
What do we think about... Ooh, you like purple baits? Well, we got some crankbaits right here.
I mean, I do like purple baits.
Let's see what we got here. Somebody sent me. I don't know what this is. This is the Godon. Is this a jackal bait? I think it could be. This is kind of is it loud? Got some knockers in there. Got a soft tail on the back. I'm going to assume this is kind of like a wake bait. It doesn't have any lip. Doesn't look like it'd dive. Kind of like a hybrid wake slash rat bait. That's the Godon. I bet this would be a killer bait. Can't say I've ever heard of it. I'm going to guess it's a jackal bait because they use that same font on a lot of their stuff. That's really cool. What do you think about that, Junior? Yay or nay? Would you throw this or not?
No.
No.
I mean, I will. It matters what.
He's learning. Would you say it matters if they're going to bite it?
It matters if it's cold or.
It does matter if it's cold. Do you think they're going to bite this on top of the water? No.
No.
You watch some more Baitman streams and you learn. We gotta go fishing. Okay, South Jersey Fisherman says this is evergreen. Okay, this is an evergreen Godon. It looks cool though. We ought to take it to the Crazy Lake X. All right. 2 Rapala crankbaits here. We've got a down deep fat wrap and hot mustard. This is a cold water killer. A lot of guys love this bait right here. So let me ask you a question, Junior. Does he dive? The longer the lip, the deeper it dive, or shorter the lip?
I think it's a dive. Shorter.
The longer the lip, the deeper it dives. Okay? Alright, so short lip like this. Which one of these is going to dive deeper? The purple one or the brown one?
Brown.
Brown. Good job. Learning something. Now we've got a glass fat wrap and like a translucent jank juice. These are getting kind of hard to find. I think they're actually discontinued. Really cool looking color there. I don't throw these fat wraps very often. Matter of fact, these are probably the only ones I got, but they have a cult following. Alright. Put these in the box. What else we got down in here? Dude, Neely is getting old. She's sitting there talking. You cannot understand everything she says. It's crazy seeing these kids grow up, man. He usually wears his hat like this, though. Alright, what else we got? Oh, man. We got another down deep fat rat. I'm going to say Adam likes these pretty well. The one good thing I know about these baits, they don't pull too hard, and they got a really wide, well, it's actually a really tight roll like that right there. And that's that plum color. A lot of guys like that in the Risto wrap. It's like a plum shad. So that's 2 of those. You don't like that the stunner sinks. I've heard a lot of guys say they weren't a fan of the stunner. Said it didn't suspend and it sunk. You know, the provoke really doesn't suspend. It has just a little bit of slow sink to it. It's almost actually slow rise, but I really like the provoke. I'll have to throw a stunner. I know some guys really like them, but I haven't yet to order some. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Oh yeah, let's get old school. My favorite swim bait of all time, the Bass Tricks. Some of these have been rigged up. Ha! Tell Adam he's like the ball head on these 4-inch Bass Tricks. You want to touch them? They're all kind of greasy. But that happens with these baits quite a bit. It's got him a little weedless EWG.
It's one without the hook.
One without the hook. Shut up there, Junior.
Focus.
There you go. So Bass Tricks is a hollow belly swim bait. These are old ones, man. You can throw them on an 8-rig or ball head. I've got a spot for Bass Tricks on my wall. Got that colored shad. We've got some pearls. Oh gosh, this is even better. Bass Tricks Fat Minnows.
Dad, can I sit right here?
We ain't got room for all 3 of you in here, neither. So this is the Bass Tricks Fat Minnow. You know what these are actually really good on? Some guys use them on they make one that's a fat minnow that's smaller. This is a good drop shot bait. You can use it as a soft jerk bait. It's a really good chatterbait trailer. Really good chatterbait trailer. A lot of guys forget about this thing right here. And that's the, what do you think about that? You like that? I think that looks like a good.
What's a drop shot bait?
A drop shot is where the weight, you rig it up and your weight's on the bottom and your hook's in the middle. So when you're fishing it, your bait's off the bottom. That's what you fished with Mark that one time. Yeah. So he's asking questions. He's ready to go fishing, but that's the Fat Minnow 4.5 Pearl. Really like these. These are, yeah, scrounger, chatterbait. Man, these things are pretty nasty, and a lot of guys forget about those. Really good bait. A lot of guys put these on a ball head and fish them on a bed too. You wouldn't want to use a real heavy scrounger, you know, like 1/4 ounce. And then this is a sealed pack of Bass Tricks and Baby Bass. This is the OGs. Oh, no. This is the big size of the Fat Minnow. Oh, yeah. Now we're really talking for a scrounger. I wonder if they even still make these. Dude, I like that right there. I've used the smaller ones, but I wonder if they use these big ones. You could use these a lot of different ways. So it's like a hollow belly soft jerkbait. That Baby Bass looks nasty. What do you think about that one? You like that one better than the smaller one?
Yeah. I think it would do well in the summer.
You think it'd do well in the summer? I do too. Neely needs to calm down. Alright. Let's see what else we got in this box. Yeah. Alright. This is a chatterbait, but it's not a chatterbait. This is the old school Booyah. God, I forgot the name of it. This is the Booyah chatterbait. I want to say it's the Bayou Booyah. God, I forgot. But it's got this hook here. And you see the hook can go left, right. I forgot the exact name. There's a lot of guys like these. Matter of fact, I used to use the snot out of these things because it got really hard to get a regular chatterbait. And Booyah was making that right there. And I caught a lot of fish on these. And I always said it was cool how they did the hook. This is kind of like before the swing arms and stuff got together. And one good thing is on this bait, if you hook up on a fish on the boogie blade, you're probably going to catch it. It's really, really good. So probably need to sharpen this hook. But dude, these I've got some in my chatterbait box. I bust these out. I like these really well in shallow water. I feel like The jackhammer's quite a bit better in that 4 to 6 foot. If you're fishing 2-3 foot of water, that boogie bait, a boogie blade, gets bit. It's a really good bait. They're hard to find. All right, what do you got, Junior? Is that an LA slider? A little hard for you on the new desk. Here's some more LA sliders. Somebody been fishing with this guy in that pearl color. Neely, goodness. My daughter is going crazy out there. Uh-oh. So I got one. Dang, with the red hooks up in there. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 LA sliders. Bass tricks. I'm going to put these all back in the box. Adam, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you send that stuff out to me. And sorry it took me so long to do an unboxing. We're going to fish with some of this. And I got a present for you, Brooks. He sent you some ball cards. What do you say?
Thank you.
Yep, I'm going to put them in your room. There's a couple really nice ones in there. Alright, make sure you got everything back where it goes. I'm going to have to go, if Plano is watching this, Plano, somebody not named Bass Mafia now, I can say that since Bass Mafia is now owned by the Googs, I'm going to have to do something about tackle storage. Dang, I just realized I've been watching you stream since Junior was like 4 or 5. Dude, you've probably been watching since he was like 3. I went to look at my old Facebook Live videos, and I've been streaming since he was like 4 years old. It's crazy. And I hope one day that Junior can stream and show you all the knowledge. What was that? There's some good players in there. Yeah. I'm going to put them with your Poke cards, alright? You can have your own baseball cards. Alright, we got one more thing to unbox. I do fish the speed traps. I will take Junior to see the balls. You want to go watch Tennessee play football? He's been practicing football. His hands are getting pretty good. He's a pretty good catch. You can throw pretty well too, can't you? Yeah. You're probably going to have a lot of ladies around you with that blonde hair and blue eyes. So. Alright, we got one more thing to unbox. Hand me that box right there in the chair, Brooks.
Right here?
Yeah. Alright. This is from my friends over at Ignite Swim Baits. They're all hand poured here in Kentucky. They're good people. Their website, I believe, is ignitebaits.com. You can use the discount JAINTS15 and you get 15% off your order. They sent me this a while back. It says, Baitman, a few new colors of 5-inch Frenzy Shad and some colors of our 4.1-inch Prey swim bait. Enjoy. The Prey bait is made for an Owner Beast 4/0 hook, but many other ways to rig them. Tight lines Donnie. By the way, code JAINT, J-A-I-N-T 15 for 15% off. That's JAINT15, no S. Some decals here. I think we need to do an Ignite Baits giveaway as well. Maybe we'll throw that up on Instagram tomorrow. Got my work glasses in here. Can never be too careful around the baits. I don't know why they were in there. So let's see what they sent me. Oh, man. Bait Junior, you want to do the honors? Show them this new color.
Sure.
This is Ignite. We got to open this up. This is very similar to the Scottsboro mold. Very similar to the Bass Whacker Shad. And show that one up there to them. Whoa. Just dropped it on my keyboard. This stuff is fishing the southeast is from Ignite Swim Baits. My buddies Donnie and Scott. So that's kind of like a bronze slash kind of a pink. See if they even put a color on there. They didn't. It's just kind of a basic translucent kind of shad pattern. Really like that. It's that Scottsboro type mold, which I love Scottsboro swim baits. I love Ignite. Makes different colors in them. Here's another color. This is basically, it's called Pars Parrot.
Cool color.
Very cool. That's like an old school powder chartreuse in blue, dude. Like a 6XD. There you go. You show it off. I love that color. See that camera? You gotta get it right up there. Got a lot of brightness. This desk is a little bit harder for you, isn't it?
Kind of.
Yeah, I borrowed your stool. We need to get you a stool. That parrot, ooh, man, I like that. That's from Ignite. All right. I think we'll just do a giveaway on Instagram. So this is the new 4.1 inch Prey. Here's Baitman Jr. is going to show you all the fire crawl. Woo! You could probably put that on a chatterbait or fish it by itself. I'll get a little bit closer. So we got a fire crawl swim bait. Put it on a 4/0 owner beast hook. Wow, I like this guy. Man, the camera looking good right there. I had it get it the right direction. Woo! That looks really good. Not a lot of red swim baits out there. This one here is called GBG. These are not solid body. Matter of fact, I'll show you. These have a flap in the bottom. Have a little flap in the bottom to rig for a beast hook or a weedless swim bait hook. 4/0. These do not weigh much. These are not heavy at all. So it's 4.1 inches. This color is GBG. Man, that's a really good looking color. It's got that kind of a boot tail, like a cross between a boot tail and a trash fish tail. It's going to collapse really, really easy. Man. Dude, I think the fire crawl swim bait by itself would definitely catch fish. But these are designed to fish on a 4/0 owner beast hook or 4/0 owner swim bait hook. Oh yeah, y'all know this one was coming. Kentucky Lake Special. Check that out. Woo. Yeah, that right there, that'd get it done. You could even, trim these and put them on the back of your biggest spinner bait. I think fish by themselves on a ball head or beast hook around grass, around shallow cover is probably your best bet. Man, that Kentucky Lake Special looks wicked. Dude, that would definitely get smashed on Pickwick. Alright, I got 2 more colors left. Remember, you can go to ignitebaits.com. You can use my code JAINT15, get 15% off. This is FRS. This is a nice looking shad color. You could throw these on an A-rig. You can put them on a beast hook. You can do a lot of different things with this. It's a great looking profile, man. It's very similar to that Matt Lure's minnow. Just the updated version. Just the updated version. Yes, the FRS color is amazing on Pickwick. So, Throwback Baits made some of these on his website. Awesome. I'd love to get a throwback swim bait. I'm just trying to get out of them. Let's see. Gotta go, Baitman. Yes, sir. Sycamore. I will see you next time I stream, man. I appreciate you. And then the last one is the Real Deal. Holy smokes. You guys can't see this on camera, but this top is like holographic. It looks clear. There we go. Look at the Real Deal. It's really damn amazing. Holy smokes. It looks clear. It looks perfectly translucent while I'm looking through it. But then this thing, it's actually shifts to like purple and blue. Dude, this thing is nasty. Nasty. So that's from Ignite Baits. Matter of fact, I'll probably give some of these away on Instagram this week. We might do us a post in the morning. So be sure to follow me on there. Ignite Baits always takes care of me. They send me a care package once or twice a year. I've got a ton of them up here in the bait room as well. Use my code JAINT15 anytime. Where would I fish those? I would fish them shallow. You could fish them in the spring off points. That's the thing about swim baits, especially soft. You can fish them anywhere. It just depends on how you rig them. You can rig them with the jig head, fish out deep. You can rig them with the weedless hook to fish up shallow. Personally, the smaller ones, that's kind of going to be a shallow water bait for me most of the time. But those are really sweet. So we have unboxed a lot of stuff tonight. A lot of stuff. We've been on since like, I don't know, We've been on for an hour and a half. Like the stream, it was transparent, Chris. What's up, Fat Boy Fishing? The best booth was a local tackle shop that set up and sold the most. I know supply chain is rough, but man, that was like iCast. Yeah, man. So the Classic always has a lot of baits that they're going to release. What size spunk shad do I use? I use this size right here quite a bit, man. They got several sizes. I like the 4 or 5. That's my favorite. The 4.5 inch. Somehow all I'm grabbing is 5.5 inch. But the 4.5 inch, that one is my favorite. And I use that one on a spinnerbait, on my jackhammer, for the most of the time. I know some guys like the 3.5 as well. Yeah, baits. Bait Sandy is a good glide bait, man. Very good bait. Hopefully, click my Tackle Warehouse link. They should have it in there. Austin Hicks, you're a funny guy. It's all good, D&T. You can watch the replay. So anyway, I'm going to jump off here. My wife just got done making tacos. I'm going to try to stream again this week. We're going to try to get Mike Otten on here. I'll let you guys know in the notifications on Instagram, all that. We'll talk some spring cranking and stuff with Mike. And if he can't, we'll try to get somebody else. Anyway, after this video processes and uploads to YouTube, between now and next Sunday, leave a comment. I'll choose a random winner and get this 6 cents subscription sack. And if you just want to buy this, for your first sack, use my code BaitmanSuper6. You'll get $10 off your first box. So, dude, I will, Bruce. I will. Anyway. Well, John, the reason you haven't been getting my live notifications is, man, I hadn't been streaming a lot. Matter of fact, it's the first time in like a month and a half. But we're going to get some more videos and some other stuff. I'm going to give you my worst baits for March. How about that? So, anyways, guys, glad to be back. We'll try to do more of it. Again, I'm trying to make some money. Got to get me one of them big skeeters. You know what I'm saying?